Recently, technology has been moving forward while changing the usual idea of production. In this field, every detail and every movement is part of a well-coordinated mechanism that creates amazing products. Today we've collected for you the most fascinating moments from production lines and workshops. So are you ready to see how the future is born? Then let's get started! Laser cleaning of metals is a modern, promising technology that has undoubted advantages over analogs. Such equipment effectively solves complex tasks that are unattainable in other ways. Imagine how a whole world is created from the thinnest thread of plastic. With each movement of the nozzle, an elegant sculpture or useful tool grows. Let me guess, this is not the picture you think about when you're told about welding machines. Now you can plunge into the future and see how the cars that we see on the roads every day are created. Can you slice cheese as thinly as this radiator plate slicing machine? In some cases, soap is still cut by hand, but listen to these amazing sounds. This is a production process of expanded metal mesh. Who would have thought that the production of gears is so astonishing? Each of us knows what an ampule is, but does everyone know how they're made? Thanks to the steel rolls, this red-hot steel rod turns into a huge spring. In addition, you can admire the fascinating process of producing LED lamps. In such a way, by concentrated twisting, a heavy steel cable is made. In my opinion, it is simply impossible to do this without such a machine. I wonder who works faster, a machine or a person? I would like to know what this big shiny screw is for. Now you know how each mug gets a handle. This is the metalworking process at one of the Tunisian factories. Perhaps every driver would like to have such a machine in their garage. Rolling is a manufacturing process that is usually performed on a lathe and involves rolling a pattern of straight, angular, or cross lines onto the surface of a part. The Deckerline Company is one of the leaders in the field of design, creation, and production of roller molds for stamping wood paste and production of moldings. Here is one of the most pleasant stages of engine overhaul for your contemplation. The factory in Jinan City in China produced the world's largest one-piece forging ring with an outer diameter of 16 meters, which means that the production capacity of radial rolled products in China has reached a world-leading level. Probably you can't find such a firm and accurate hand anywhere else. That's why such drawings are made by a machine. This is probably the sweetest hydraulic press in the world. Do you feel the same thrill when you paint something? What a great production assistant! Have you ever wondered how flexible hoses coated with metal are produced? This amazing process begins with the use of a special machine that weaves together 24 steel threads. These threads, which are difficult to bend by hand, are intertwined into a durable but flexible hose. Dot marking allows permanent marking to be applied by striking the surface of the substrate with a carbide or diamond pin. A well-coordinated bearing assembly process requires only aesthetic pleasure from us. Robots will do the rest. Concrete structures printed on 3D printers promise to take the construction industry to new heights. And we're moving on at the speed of light. All the most interesting things are still ahead. This is a demonstration of the operation of a cryogenic device or fog generator that uses dry ice. It looks as easy as if you were peeling an ordinary cucumber. Laser engraving of checkers is an amazing sight. The Golden Crown Company from Jordan showed a video of the work of its production workshop on high-precision computer embroidery. Nails have always been and will remain an indispensable component of any construction work. Modern nail-making machines are compact and easy to move. Add to this low noise, low power consumption, and ease of installation. The convoluter is a profiling machine that uses geometric distortion to form two corrugated sheets from a polyurethane foam board. This pyramid can be adjusted in height and pressure using simple programming. You need to know that copying a machine that feels like a person is a difficult task, and for many years, Rocha has been developing various soft robotic grips. This is the operation of the line for the production of motors for washing machines with automatic winding and coil installation. Engraving with CNC machines is a process that is difficult to take your eyes off. The process of polishing the screw is no less fascinating. No matter how times and tastes change, handmade violins will always be valued above factory ones. Today, in order to create a unique sculpture, you do not need a chisel and a hammer. The machine will do it for you, and then only your imagination can limit it. The Magic Gripper by VMECA is capable of achieving high vacuum flow with low airflow and having a stable vacuum level despite fluctuations in air pressure. How do you like such an unusual cheese cutting press? The device drills holes in the body of the brush with incredible precision. The bristles are then inserted in these holes and secured, creating a durable brush. This process is fast and coordinated, allowing one to produce a variety of toilet brushes in a short time. This shows the laser engraving process that is used to mark objects. The laser beam melts or vaporizes the top layer of the material, creating clear and durable marks. Do you need to fold the blanket so quickly and accurately? It's a matter of 10 seconds. This device is used to cut large blocks of soap into smaller pieces. A large block of soap is placed under a press, which descends and cuts it into equal parts. Extrusion honing could be described in words, but believe me, this is exactly the case when it is better to see it once, because this process looks just amazing. The ball bearing conveyor works like a clockwork mechanism where each operation is performed automatically without human intervention. Removing paint for electrostatic control significantly improves wheel ventilation. Without paint, the air circulates freely, effectively removing heat from important components.
To be honest, I'm speechless after witnessing it. What about you?
Pay attention to how quickly the rusty workpiece was given the desired shape and shine. The magic of red-hot glass. The glass becomes malleable when heated to 1300 degrees. The combination of laser technology and automation has created a powerful tool for precise and efficient metal cutting. We are facing a key stage in the production of a profiled sheet where a flat semi-finished product receives the necessary shape. The formation of the shape and depth of the relief is carried out using special rollers through which the metal passes. After that, the sheet is cut to size. To make the cut smooth and without burrs, the knife follows the shape of the wave profile. Climbing rope is made by weaving yarn passing along the entire length of the rope without breaks. An additional information thread with the technical information from the manufacturer is also inserted into the core of modern climbing ropes. This is the GT2510 3D wire bending machine in action. These shots show the work of a high-quality welded wire mesh production line. Do you like hydro massage and water treatments? Now you can watch how such baths are made. This video shows the operation of an automatic machine for packaging electrical products in cardboard boxes. This is how high-carbon steel wire parts are made. M-Grip AI solution by Soft Robotics was originally introduced in the food industry. It uses artificial intelligence-enabled 3D vision technology and soft grip technology for high-speed collection, sorting, and packaging of various items. This video shows the process of making plastic bottles with further sterilization and filling with water. The same goes for athletic shoes. The cookie making machine is widely used in the food industry. What an amazing level of precision and flexibility! Working on such a conveyor line probably requires a lot of self-control. This is what kind of automatism you need to bring yourself to. It's so good that you can sit down like this, take your mind off everything, and enjoy all the beauty of welding with a non-melting electrode. Or enjoy the operation of a CNC lathe. Now it's time to enjoy the aesthetics of the 3D printing process. The beer bottling line is a real gem in the summer heat. Now, painting walls or any surfaces does not require a brush with paints and a lot of time. How long would it take if it was cut by hand? In some processes, human participation is still necessary. Isn't working in a caramel factory a dream?
And how do you like such a twist? To be honest, I can't do without your comments here.
Even a talented carpenter could not achieve such amazing accuracy manually. Do you need to make 1,000 dumplings in 5 minutes? Everything is at your service. Salmon lovers, are you here? Would you like to have such a biscuit factory at home? Steel changes shape in a matter of seconds. Laser cutting is the key to perfect accuracy. We want to watch these processes for hours without stopping. No more knives and dripping juice from your hands. Just a minute and the fruit is peeled and sliced for you. Eating soup from such a plate, have you ever wondered how it's produced? The production process of pencils in a wood shell is fully automated and consists of several stages: the manufacture of the core, the preparation of wood, the connection of components, and the processing of blanks. How many bolts do you think come off this conveyor per minute? Laser engraving is a real magic available to everyone. Do we have mahjong lovers? It's difficult to imagine food production without such slicing machines. This is how croissants are filled with custard. It is clearly visible how each step is thought out to the smallest detail in order to achieve the perfect taste and appearance. Now let's plunge into the atmosphere of craftsmanship and precision on the puff pastry baking line. Here, every step of the process is performed with impeccable precision. Each sheet of dough is carefully rolled and folded to create a base for cakes and croissants. Dough dividers are indispensable when you need to get dough of the same size, weight, smoothness, and texture. Butchering fish by hand is not the most pleasant and quick task. Robots solve the problem of the fishing industry and reduce waste. Here they cook pancakes. Automatic dispensers evenly pour the dough onto hot surfaces. Special mechanisms turn the pancakes over for even roasting. The temperature and time are strictly controlled so that each pancake is perfectly golden and soft. Pishmani is one of the most famous Turkish sweets. It resembles a tangle of the finest threads. It is prepared on the basis of sugar syrup with the addition of flour. There will definitely be no issues here. This is a full cycle of artificial turf production. It all starts with a small grain of white polymer, which heats up and turns colored, turning into a long ribbon similar to a leaf of grass. This ribbon is turned into a lawn with the help of a special tufting machine, resembling a sewing machine with many needles. Each needle pierces the base, leaving a seam with a piece of grass ribbon. Then the finished lawn is rolled into rolls and sent to football fields or tennis courts. Let's not ignore the beauty sphere either. Dispensers accurately measure the required amount of cosmetics and carefully fill each jar. At some point, it seemed to me that it would be more economical to sharpen with a sharpener. What a wasteful machine! Oh, this is definitely a sweet tooth paradise. Condensed milk is packed in buckets instead of the usual iron cans. The leather is passed through a machine where different patterns can be added using rollers. In this way, you can emboss not only belts, but also women's handbags and other leather products. What a great idea for a Valentine's Day meal! Does anyone know where they sell such pasta? The weed removal test has been passed. The wine bottling line is one of the key technological operations of winemaking. The ballpoint pen industry is constantly developing and improving. The production of steel cable is a complex process. The rods pass through special machines that weave them into rigid, durable coils, and these coils are then assembled into a cable. You can look at some processes endlessly. For example, the operation of automatic beverage bottling lines looks very amusing. If this industrial jet of water can cut through stone like oil, imagine what would happen if you accidentally put your hand under it. Freshly picked chrysanthemums are ready to go to all flower shops in the world. The secrets of the spring manufacturers have been fully revealed in this video. The world of metalworking never ceases to amaze us. In production, each shade is the result of a carefully calibrated combination of different pigments.
What an incredible footage! We always strive to choose the best content for you.
Whoever came up with this mechanism is a genius. When it's hot outside, there's nothing better than enjoying a cool and delicious ice cream. This is the first time I've seen ice cream in this format. This is one of the most exquisite and beautiful types of needlework. I could look at it forever. What do you think they produce? Here is the perfect fusion of chocolatiers and high-tech innovations. Now you can see how the cheese slicing system does its job. I didn't even realize that the corners on the pipes are attached in this way. Sometimes you just can't do without manual work. It adds its own flavor to the final result. This slicer will become an indispensable assistant in your kitchen. It instantly turns large pieces of meat into thin slices. Now, welcome to the carpet factory. When production is 100% organized, humans can only enjoy the work of robots. It would be very difficult to make so many holes manually. What a skillful approach to wood processing. It even calms me down. This is an island of peace. Woodwork requires both diligence and patience. Watching the pasta making process is truly fascinating. Ordinary dough sheets turn into perfect shapes, typical for each type of pasta. Paris-Brest-Paris is a French dessert made of custard dough with a praline flavor, named after the Paris-Brest-Paris cycling race. The process of making brushes combines precision and attention to detail to create durable shoe care products. Now look at how these clever hands create hairstyles. This is how pullers are attached to the runners. Now you can see how an equally fascinating effect occurs when observing the work of the line for the production of cartridges for hunting. Today, in order to knead the dough and prepare it for further use, almost no human labor is needed. All processes are automated and employee participation is minimized. This is what the process of making a stainless steel braided hose looks like. A few minutes and any piece of furniture is ready. Who knows, maybe this is what making lightsabers for superheroes looks like. Do you like meatballs? So look at how they're produced. Just imagine how much time it would take to cut this with scissors. The manufacture of wood parts is a fully automated process. It cuts metal like butter. These shots show the production process of bakery products at a factory where automatic lean machines are used. Can you imagine how many people would be needed for such a job? Every child would dream of being next to a twisted marshmallow production line. This is the process of filling soft toys with foam. It's both fast and efficient. The technological process of obtaining toothpaste includes several stages: preparation of raw materials, mixing of components, perfuming and maturation, packing. Forming a coil of copper wire on a 3D bending machine. The production of each cutting for the test takes only a few seconds, and simple arithmetic operations on the calculator will allow you to calculate the profit from such activities if you organize a steady demand. Tesla has published an amazing video of the Gigafactory Berlin from the inside. The drone showed the production process of the Model Y. The video shows some of the assembly stages, stamping of body elements, their welding, as well as the famous paint shop. The viewer is given a unique opportunity to assess the scope of the entire factory. This video shows the operation of the Paperworks cutting machine. Is it possible to call this guy the world champion in welding? I wonder how many dumplings this miracle machine produces per hour. With the help of ingenuity and a crane, a 3mm steel circle turns into an amazing installation. If you don't like chess, it's only because you've never watched the process of making it. Who would have thought that the process of mixing silicone colors could be so attractive? This is the milling process of alloy workpieces. Useful tools and equipment can improve work efficiency. This is what the traditional ceramic pot glazing process looks like in China. Such incredible machines will select and pack the most beautiful and bright fruits. One light movement and the print on the plate is ready. How about sewing a circle like this with a needle and thread? Perhaps an exceptionally strong nervous system is needed for such work. This is the case when you have complete harmony with glass.
It was so cool! It's hard to comprehend how this is even possible.
Here's a question for experts. What is being made in this video? Just look at the ease of its operation. This is what the process of making eco-leather mats looks like. One can only imagine how many people and time it took to sew such a carpet by hand. This is an incredible transformation in just a few seconds. You've probably wondered how a massive steel chain is made. The fascinating process of making a laminate floor substrate. Manufacturing is only half the task, however, packing and packaging are equally important tasks. Creativity and the ability to handle glass brings such an amazing result. It's hard to imagine how much technology has simplified the woodworking process. By doing so, the ballpoint pen release button is tested. The soda bottling line is thought out to the smallest detail. That's what efficient production means. This is what the mass production of millions of bottles of beer looks like. This device easily cuts massive blocks of ice into even and identical pieces that will soon cool your drinks. It is very pleasant to watch such work. Now take a look at how each movement of the machinery accurately reproduces the shape of the letters, providing perfect lines and contours. The main component of the spoons is stainless steel. The manufacturing process includes 3 main stages: shaping, polishing, and cleaning.
If you haven't liked this episode yet, now is the best time to do it.
It's rare to find donuts of this shape. This is an interesting idea. It looks simple and effective. Here's a quick way to tie a bow. All that remains is to purchase this device. The doll comes to life right in front of us. At first glance, it seems that this machine is carving a meaningless shape, but wait a minute. It's amazing, isn't it? Technologies are constantly evolving, and it's not surprising that the methods of producing meat for burgers can become more humane compared to modern methods. I think any pizzeria would be happy to get such a versatile assistant. Admit it, would you like to work in such a strawberry factory? What about a pineapple juice factory? How many years do you think it would take to carve such a lion without special equipment? Or for example, such a giant unique column? And yet the ice cream factory is clearly in the first place on your wish list. How do useful and aesthetically attractive items for everyday use come from simple materials?
And our episode has come to an end, and we hope that you enjoyed watching this video. We look forward to your questions and comments. Thank you for always being with us.